Hello, everyone. My name is Brian, and this is my FM22 Salisbury save. We are here after the first game of the promotion playoffs, which we won in pretty dominating fashion, and now we are off script about 2 days later, ready for the game against South Shields to determine if we will be promoted or not. We are not getting to run out our strongest lineup by any means. My assessment of the Iraqi national team situation was incorrect, as unfortunately only more than just two teams make it out of each group. In fact, three teams make it out of most groups. So when Iraq pulverized Turkmenistan 4-0, that did enough to get Iraq through as the last team to make the round of 16 in the Asian Cup. So Ali Al Hamadi will not be starting for us today. Additionally, as we saw at the end of the last match in the 90th plus 3 minutes, Jack Hickman went out with a foot injury, our right midfielder, so he will not be playing as that was a multi-week injury. So, yeah, we are down two of our regular starters against a team that beat us in both of our regular season meetings. So, we did outperform them in XG in one of those games. So hopefully we can find the magic and do it again. We do have some fatigue since the last game was just 3 days ago. So we will start Lynn here at defense midfielder. I already switched up my set pieces to still target Bradley Green. And we will submit the team and hope this is good enough. Because I really don't want to go through another season and the Southern Premier League South looking to make this exact same spot and falling once again. Let's go for revenge. Revenge is always good. And come on, defenders, make me proud. All right, lots of motivated team members. Always good. They like to bring out this 4-2-3-1. Played it pretty much all year, much the same way we played our 4-1-3-2. And let's get the kickoff. Blair starts it, takes it back to Lynn, up to Egan. Cranston, Lynn, back to Egan. To the outside to O'Sullivan. Finds Arthurs. There's no space. Passes it back to O'Sullivan. Back to Egan. To Lynn in the middle. Plays it forward. Bad pass. Squanders possession for us. I know South Shields likes to play a more possession-oriented style. Ideally, I would like to do that, but at this level, I think it's necessary to play more Route 1, aggressively long pass-based. Just try and get on the foot of a speedy player like Arnold. Yeah, they're definitely trying to work their way in. Good diving save by Beauchamp. Give him a corner. When it comes to salary, we are actually okay. They pushed us. We are the second highest spenders in the league, and South Shields is the highest spender in the league by a considerable margin at that. They are, despite not just coming down from the previous level, good save by Beauchamp, they are spending a pretty penny on their roster. I don't know if that's sustainable or not at this level. Their attendance is certainly was the best in the league this year due to their success, but even then, it's obviously not great, no matter who you are. Plays it forward up to Thomas. He's looking. Good deep possession by Egan. Plays back to Bradley Green. To Egan. Back to Beauchamp. Reset. He looks like he's playing it long to Blair, but Blair is just not good at heading. It's one of those times where you really miss Ali Al Hamadi, as he would win several of those. I wish Blair would challenge there. Ball was just kind of left dangling at his foot. Could have dispossessed with an eagerly step. Plays it out. Burko, Sullivan follows. Rounds around. Plays it out to Kiffin top. Hunter off the back of our left back, and we'll give him another corner. I will jinx us by saying our corner defense is generally very, very good. Egan and Bradley Green are relatively tall and have good jumping reach and heading. and so we are safe from that generally. Other set pieces a bit weaker, but where more action is going on and where the taker can threaten brutal us more directly. And that looked like how they scored at least one of their goals in their 4-3 win over us in February. As whichever one of our center, actually I think it was Lynn there, just couldn't cover his man successfully. Just way too many South Shields highlights. Blair does wrangle possession off the corner that goes our way. Up to Arthur's to play, making a run. Can't get the edge. Plays it across. Forrester on a yellow card. Grabs it. Takes the shot. It's blocked. As you see, we'll get our own quarter attempt now here. It is set. We will try to play it short to Bradley Green, almost certainly. But it's just massive bodies, and they come out with it. Look to start the break. Play it forward to a 3-on-1. Yeah, that was silly of them. I think I'm going to have to get creative here. They're killing us. XG is not in our favor at all. They've got 6 shots. We've got 2. They're dominating possession. We don't really have another tactic. And I don't really want to make substitutions just yet, which is the downside of what we've done so far. All right, let's bring the tempo down. We'll leave the directness up. I'm going to take that back away. Don't look for overlaps. Doesn't do that for now. And should yell at the boys to demand more, but yeah, that difference in XG is pretty brutal. First half wasn't good enough to dig in to show more about in the second. We wanted a few key players, but not enough of them. Midfielders, come on. I have faith. You can do better. We might just have to get aggressive. Obviously, we can't. We need at least one goal. If they score, I guess. But we need to have a +1 differential here in the second half, at least. Lynn let up the 1 goal. He's generally the weakest player on our team from the weakest position. Oh, beautiful goal from Devin Arnold. What a show. To get us back to even. And, just like that, maybe render everything I was muttering moot. Morris plays it in. Arnold settles in on his foot, turns, and just fires it in the upper corner. He wasn't offsides, so. With this being a elimination game functionally, it's harder to make early subs because your players will gas, and so you want to basically get everything out of them that you can before you make your subs, and you don't want to make subs and then pick up injuries. Good job, Cranston, cutting out a weak pass, playing it forward to Blair, who, again, just doesn't have the jets. O'Sullivan to Arthur's, up to Forrester. Just disjointed play there. I don't know if they were expecting a whistle to interrupt, and they play it long. Header, Beauchamp will then not even hold, just kick it back out. Hunter will again attack our back line. Scuffs it. Beauchamp does enough, and Bradley Green clears. Yes, please press that guy who keeps getting good crosses in. Here in the 60th minute, I think I'm going to make a change. Again, Lin is our weakest player. He's on a yellow card. I would not like this to go late, so we will actually just move up to playing a conventional 4-4-2 and bring in Ruben Duncan in his place as a ball-winning midfielder, a role he's pretty comfortable with. So it'll give us a little more attack, take off generally our weakest player, also get some fresh legs in the midfield. Let's see, I think Cranston is gassing out our other midfielder. We're going to let it run for a little longer, given the game state. I know, all the exciting dead air there. So I'm just waiting with bated breath for the highlight. Oh, brilliant diving save by Beauchamp. There was definitely a look there for them. It's again reminding me that Cranston is gassing out. We clear the corner attempt. Blair gets involved, it appears. Really hope we'd been able to dispossess Jenkins there with 2 men on it. Morris falls down on his header attempt. That was awkward looking. It looks like they have made their last substitutions. Unfortunately, Morris is again one of the players who's playing really well. So, while they tag Cranston as one of the tiredest players, he's based on a sort of this. He's not necessarily. We're actually going to make the sub they want, but in a different spot, to Forrester, who's not having a great day and is, again, also on a yellow. The last thing we want in this spot is to lose a player to another yellow card, to a red card, and be down 10 against 11. Duncan plays it forward to Arnold. Still has enough pep in his step to get there. Angles are cut off. Out to Forrester. Arnold apparently it stepped a step forward too far on that pass and was offside. Seems pretty nitpicky. Again, they will hold possession in a way that we often don't do. Passing around. But Arthurs comes in. Nice. Cuts it out. Looking to reach the end line for a cross, but he's just not that good. We really miss Jack here. But they lost possession back, creating an opportunity. Arnold header, just wide. Okay, Morris is struggling and wants to be substituted. Despite the fact that he's played well today, I think we do have to do it. He is played all last game as well on short rest and is appearing to be gassing out. And we do have a reasonable backup for a spot. Bouchage played most of the season for us as a starter, so even though he's not amazing, we know some Arthurs break free off the pass up the middle. All right, plays it off their defender. Give us his corner attempt. We will definitely try to make the most out of this. Cranston plays it in. Bradley Green heads it over the net. Okay, last 8 minutes, I'm actually going to move to attacking. I don't want this game to go to extra time. I don't want it to go to penalty kicks. I want us to go score a goal to win the game and get out of here. Arnold presses forward with all his pace. Can't really find space against a good defender. Plays into the middle. They play it back. O'Sullivan's there. Highlight ends. Cranston, come on, buddy. Laser it in. Jordan Cranston. Top of the box. Free kick. Drains it. Okay, well, obviously, we will be doing the very opposite of what I just said there. Now, having gone up 2-1 in the 87th minute, we will endeavor to pack it in. Never like when they immediately cut to a highlight after a goal. Much rather you didn't have anything to show me. Jenkins getting the edge. Beauchamp kind of teleporting out there. Goalie movement can occasionally be awkward. Plays it up to Drozd. Plays up to Blair. Out to Arthurs. Let's see if he can challenge this man for the edge. Again, he doesn't quite have the pace to really pull it away, but creates enough space for good cause. Cranston, header, just trickles through the middle. There's a question of, Okay, Cranston is a competent defensive midfielder, so let's actually go back to our 4-1-3-2 here. We will tuck Cranston in as a defensive ball-winning midfielder, and Duncan can play as the box-to-box then. Just keeping a body deeper when we can. Refs have added 4 minutes of stoppage time here. Draws, pops in, cuts it out, just kicks it long. Trying to burn that clock. Their goalkeeper goes and retrieves it. Starts the actions. They start working down the field with passes. Kiffin gets edge on probably Arthurs. They get his best. Arthurs plays it long. Blair on it. Blair, not beating anyone with pace, plays in the middle. Unfortunately, gets dispossessed there. O'Sullivan does. They start to break the other way, switching the field, which creates an opportunity. Plays in the middle. They blast it from distance, and luckily it misses. Those can get very scary. O'Sullivan is so tired that he is currently standing on the outside before rejoining. There is maybe a minute and a half left in the game. Mello lumps it forward. Thomas, but our man cuts off his good angle and plays him out to the corner. Cycles out to Bruco. Cycles it back to Gomez, back into Kiffin in the middle. Taking away the good opportunities. Campbell's turns, looks, plays it to Hamilton. Into the middle to Kiffin. Duncan makes a very dangerous tackle, dear Lord. But it works out for us there. Bouchage up to Arnold. You just kind of hope that Arnold takes his time here. Cranston on the corner. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Plays it in. We don't win it, but we save it to hold possession. Cranston should just, please sit, wait until they get a defender out on you. Do not rush anything. First the ball goes out to them. Thomas. He starts navigating down the pitch. Plays it forward to Mello. Our defenders are swarming back. And they play it out to the far side. So out of bounds. This is looking good for us. Let's blow the clock. Game over. Salisbury is going to play in the Vanarama National League. You would hope South. Congratulations, boys. We did it. It would be very awkward if they tried to put us in the Vanarama National League North. It looks like Hednesford beat Warrington to go up, and Gainsborough, congratulations, we beat it last year, will be going up. We will see who we are joining next week. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this episode. I will figure it out, whether it's some still frames with narration or what, to discuss how we build the team for the next level. But for now, that was our decisive victory to get ourselves out of the English Regional Premier Divisions. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, stick around as we do something with the rest of this video. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back. To me, not to you. Hopefully you haven't gone anywhere. For me, it's a day later in real life and a couple weeks later in game. So we are now preparing to play in the Vanarama National League South. We've lost a couple players to loan. We've lost Ray O'Sullivan to signing with UCD in the Irish leagues. So we have brought in Ryan Trevitt to play in center midfield out of Brentford. We have picked up Jack Spong to play on the left out of Brighton. We've brought back Jamie Egan to rotate at center back. This is where even our few remaining Salisbury originals are on notice. We have brought in Chituro Udunze from Leicester City to man the sticks. He's a 6'7" gangly guy from allegedly the U.S., but actually came up in the Whitecaps Academy, which is a Canadian academy. So, Whitecaps. I lie about this? No. Okay, I thought I was right. Anyways, as well as Devon Arnold needs to be noticed because we were bringing in DJ Kempton Sturridge out of Aston Villa. And we have a loan in for Bobby Unwin, who has a kind of cursed name there, loaning him in from Southend. We have a few more weeks to negotiate. I still need another player on the right side of the pitch. We are doing pretty well in terms of budget. We still have some space available. I don't want to run up right against the budget because that still might be representing a loss. I don't necessarily plan on spending out of the transfer budget this year. I've looked ahead to the competition, looking forward to it. No names I recognize as truly scary teams coming down from a tier above. The one funny thing I have noticed is a team from the lower tier who came up as well, Cray, the Wanderers. Of course, they came out of the English Ethnic League, but they were part of the database expansion, which might have had a slight error because it puts the Cray Wanderers, their stadium, in Miami, Florida, with a capacity of 750 people. So, yeah, mistakes were made. I think that might be a setback for Cray, and they'll struggle to get past this level with that hampering them. So, look forward to updating you how this next year in this new league goes. Thank you very much. See you soon.